So, welcome along. First of all, I'll introduce people as they are. So we have Jamal, who is playing Kalefi. Jamal, say hi.
Hi.
We have Nazim or Ben.
Sup?
We have Moon or Luna Shimmerfield.
Hello.
Wolfgang or Dan.
Hello, friends.
And William Hale or Josh.
Hey.
Oh my god, we're not having ASMR.
Please
no.
Please no.
We also have Vivienne or Heather. Heather is muted. She's not expecting to be here quite yet, as she is currently kidnapped and lost.
Spoilers.
So the story begins.
Kidnapped Heather.
So Vala, the Lich King, has taken over the Sword Coast. His main domain is in the Lurkwood. He has been creating multiple towers for his lieutenants, and the monsters and zombies of his necromantic ways are roaming the wild. It's casting a shadow over the whole region, but frankly that's not really much of your problem right now. Vivienne, a heroic cleric of the local area, and a priestess, has been captured by Vala and taken away. We meet Wolfgang. Wolfgang, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Wolfgang. I am a half-orc, and I have everyone's best interest in mind at all time, and I will completely go out of my way to help others no matter what the cost.
So Wolfgang has come to Luskan, to the host tower of the Arcane, to seek a divination, to find out where his sister has been taken. And he has called some friends, some fellow adventurers from the past, to meet him. And so we find ourselves in the Tavern of the Cutlass in the Luskan, as you can see from our little party counter, for those of you who are watching. Wolfgang, you are sat at the table. It's a fairly empty bar, and as you are sitting there, the first of your adventurers that you have called comes in. Nazim. Nazim, would you like to introduce yourself?
Where's the money at?
That's a fair introduction. Nazim is a half-orc fighter, and I believe you know each other from the past.
Yeah, I've worked with him before. But he didn't pay well, so I'm doing this as a favour rather than a benefit for myself.
Very good, very good. And as Wolfgang sits down, the second character comes through the door. Luna Shimmerfield, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi. It's been a long time since we've met each other. I brought more fires for you to help look for your sister.
Oh, I thank you!
Luna sits down, and two people enter through the door, both looking fairly scholarly. Kalefi and William Hale, sort of one after the other. Kalefi, first of all, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hey Wolfgang. Don't make yourself hard to find, do you? My character is Kalefi. He's a tiefling wizard rogue. And he's a bit of a scumbag.
And William Hale, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so William is a warlock. He's very much a pretty boy. He likes to use like mind magic and stuff to manipulate people. He's a nice guy, but if like a kid needs to be pushed down the stairs for him to like get something he wants, he will do it without hesitation.
Hey, lovely. So as the five of you are sat, as the last of you arrives in the tavern, you're currently about 5 minutes late for your meeting with Lady Illustrial from Silvery Moon. I'm really sorry. I've just given you a massive spoiler. You're currently a little late for your meeting with Malachi, who is an illusionist gnome who is going to divine the location of your sister. He waits for you in the host tower of the Arcane.
I would like to head towards the Tower of the Arcane. Would you guys like to join me? Because apparently this person might know where my sister is.
Well, isn't that why you called us all here?
Well, yeah.
Sure, can we get on with this, please?
Yeah.
I don't want to be waiting around.
Let's get this out of the way with. Let's just do this quick. Yeah.
You are leaving the tavern, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you leave the tavern, there's not much bustle on the street. It's fairly early in the morning. You find yourself arriving at the host tower of the Arcane, where you're greeted by a young, sort of novice initiate, if you like, in robes, who says, "You must be Wolfgang."
I am, yes. And who might you be, sir?
My name's Barros. I believe you have an appointment with Malachi. I'll take you straight to his room.
I do, thank you.
If Barros leads you up the stairs to a sort of strangely shaped door. You'd have to duck quite low to get in. And on the door is a big yellow gem, and below is written Malachi. And Barros opens the door for you and gestures for you to head in.
I will head in. Hello, Malachi.
Wolfgang! You must be Wolfgang!
I am, yes.
And you brought friends!
I did. I brought many friends. Many friends to find my
Fantastic.
beloved sister.
We love some friends.
Ooh.
Sure. Won't go that far, but sure.
So I've been divining for you, and I have located the general area of your sister.
Oh, perfect. Where is she?
So there is a tower in the Lurkwood that Vala has raised most recently, and the emanations of her soul are coming from there. This locket you lent me is so very useful. I can't see within the tower, but she must be inside.
Oh, where is this tower?
It's in the Lurkwood. It is to explain where in the Lurkwood it's
Northeast of here?
Yes. So it's as you enter the Lurkwood, you'll find it relatively recent. As he's speaking, he's interrupted by an opening of the door. A stunning-looking elven woman, standing sort of 6'2" tall, long blonde hair, and sort of a glisten in her eyes that shows she may be older than she looks, enters the room and greets you.
Oh.
Greetings, adventurers. I understand that you're seeking your sister. Which one of you is Wolfgang? You are.
It's me. Wolfgang,
Fantastic.
right here.
I'm to offer you some aid. I understand that.
No. I wrap it first.
I understand that Malachi has offered you a location. I have found the exact location for you. I'm willing to offer you some magical transport right almost to the door.
That sounds
what?
perfect.
Why?
Why? Vivienne is a very valued member of our society here on the Sword Coast. Her endeavors have not been missed by the elders of the area, and if I had the time, I would seek her myself. I want to offer as much aid as I can. In the meantime, the council just they won't let me. They won't give me the time to come and investigate myself. But I wanted to bring all the aid I could as swiftly as possible. So glad to have caught you before you left. I brought some items for each of you that you may find helpful.
What are the
thank you.
items?
Okay, so
Gifts already. We haven't even done anything.
you may need to search these items individually. So she turns to Wolfgang and she hands him a girdle of strength. I believe it's Hill Giant strength. And says to you, with this, you will be able to hold back the mightiest of foes. I can give you nothing to keep your courage up in this moment of tragedy, but perhaps this will help you in your endeavors.
Well, thank you.
So she then turns to Kalefi, and she offers a ring of protection. She says, I understand that you're quite the powerful wizard from afar, but this might help you if some enemies get too close.
This will come in handy, yeah.
Bear with me a second. Sorry. This is completely stopped. We'll be back in a second. My internet seems to have crashed, and I have all my notes on the internet.
Ew.
Yeah, not very helpful.
That's really not good.
What is the stream dead?
Frozen in the items. I don't know.
Stream
No,
looks
because
live.
The
Josh
stream's
is
totally
still
fine.
here,
It's
so we
just
should be fine.
Paige.
Okay, so am I adding a belt of Hill Giant Strength to my inventory?
It's Hill Giant strength, is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm just making sure it's the belt because you called it a girdle.
Yes,
Girdle.
yeah. I mean, it
Okay.
is a girdle, but it's not a girdle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, whatever.
Somebody might need to help Ben with adding this item in a moment.
in my inventory.
Please. A internet.
Is Heather asleep?
Yeah, Heather. No, Vivienne is imprisoned. It's a metaphor, Josh.
It all makes sense
She's been
now. We can
chained to
barely
the
see
chair.
her. It all makes sense.
She's just role playing our balloons match last night.
Oh. You're not helpful. Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties.
Well, I mean, it's not even technical difficulties. It's just I don't have Google Chrome right now.
That's really weird.
We'll just
You have
name an
everything
item
working,
and we'll
but
see
not
if it's
Chrome.
in there.
Yeah, okay. It's loading.
Dun 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 dun
So
dun.
keep them entertained. I'm getting there.
At
Dude,
this
Balloon's
moment in
music.
the game, at this moment in the game, are we all just like freeze frame?
Are you what?
In the game, are we all just like freeze frame? Just stood there like.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the meantime, in that case, if we're all freeze framed, I'm gonna take a cheeky opportunity to do
No,
something.
I'm
real
here.
Quick.
I'm here. But okay.
Oh,
Sorry. Bear with me a second. So she turns to Nazim, and she says, "I've got your item behind me in this chest. Actually, it's a little heavy to carry, but it's a suit of plate +1, which will give you full plate mail armor. Somebody will help you add that to your character.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna put it in my bag and sell it later.
Okay." To Luna Shimmerfield, she turns and she hands you a DOS lute. I know you are perhaps not the most musical of bards, and perhaps your skills lie elsewhere. But
Correct.
should you find yourself,
I don't do any music at all.
but should you find yourself in a tight spot, you will need no skill to use this, and it may protect you.
What was it called?
DOS lute.
Looks beautiful.
And then last of all, she turns to William Hale. And she actually hands you 2 items. The first item she hands you is a gem of brightness. Which
What's this for?
this will allow you to see in the dark. In the most darkest of times, this can bring a light to your whole party. The light can become incredibly bright and may even blind, so please take care. But I believe this may help you.
Okay.
And then she reaches into her pocket and she says, "And lastly, I have an item for you that it provides no current use, but you may find useful in the future." And she hands you an ever-smoking bottle.
Thank you. I love mysteries.
You may, as your first item may bring light to the darkest of areas, this may bring darkness to the lightest of areas.
May, couldn't you be a bit more specific?
So if you were to uncork the bottle, a smoke would pour forth consistently until it was corked. If you placed a particular liquid or potion in this that enables an odor to come out, it would keep smoking until you stop with the bottle again.
I thought you said that there was no immediate way of knowing what it was useful for.
But no, it's not immediately useful unless you put something in it.
So we should fart and do it.
If you so please.
I like give her like I like
smoke
look up. I like
Poison
look,
cloud.
I like look her up and down like suspiciously and like put it in my bag. Okay, wait, what were they called?
So it's an ever-smoking bottle
Smoke. Okay,
and a gem
it.
of brightness.
Mhm.
and a gem. Oh fuck.
Not bad, if I may say so.
Unfortunately,
Not
there's no
bad.
item that both makes the place lighter and darker, so you managed to
Yep.
get 2 items out of
Great.
it.
No, that's fine. I've got it. Cool. Thank you.
Right. Well, I'm gonna
Um,
need to rest for a moment. These items need attuning.
Just one.
Can't
quick-
leave.
What was my
with-
item called?
Plate +1.
Okay, what the fuck is this loot?
Ooh.
You gave me like a paragraph.
It's a
to
psychic
read.
blast.
It's just.
Okay. I have strapped myself into my brand new belt. I am looking extra spiffy. I am extra strong.
Okay, fantastic. Ben, I think you may find it under a more specific name. I don't know if you managed to find that. But yeah. She nods to you all and she says, I understand that these items may take a while for you to get accustomed to. But you may find a rest shortly after arriving there. Unfortunately, I must leave. So if it's okay with you guys, I would like to open the portal for you to travel now, if that's okay.
Works for me.
Sure.
She gestures
Just
with
hope we
both.
don't get ambushed.
She
I
gestures
don't
with both
trust
hands,
magic shit.
and raises a doorway on the wall, a dimension door, and you can see through the door. And when you look through the door, it's sort of an open area of woods. And she gestures for you to go in, and she says, "Best of luck to you, Wolfgang. Please find your sister, retrieve her, and bring her home safely."
Thank you. Nothing will make me happier than trying to find my sister. Well, I guess finding her would make me happier than trying, but words.
Try and succeed, young warrior. And she gestures towards the gateway for you to step in.
I bound through the gateway.
Yeah, I walk through as well and say thanks for nothing.
I'm assuming the rest of you join her.
I'm gonna learn how to play the instrument, I guess. I've never done it before.
Nice looking instrument.
But
So-
if I had a copper for every time I've heard a guy say that to me.
Oh my.
Oh.
So as you head through the portal, you sort of look up a short path, and a dark looming tower sort of stands over. In front of the tower, you see a short drawbridge that is currently down, and you know there's a couple of smaller creatures sort of milling around at the front, perhaps guards. But as the fortress is sort of walled off from all three sides, the only entrance is across this drawbridge. And so ahead of you, there's sort of a short grassy path. As you look to your left and right, it's sort of thick forest.
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is we need to stop for a little bit and get ourselves acquainted with our new items. So we will.
Agreed.
I will make sure nothing is going to approach us, and I will start short resting and attuning to my wondrous new belt.
You're a far enough distance away that they wouldn't be able to see you.
Okay.
Sort of, but they might be able to make out like little shapes. But it's fair to say you're probably safe to rest.
I shall do the same and attune to my loot.
Consider yourself all attuned.
Will you play us a song?
Excellent.
You can
Sure,
try. It'll be
why
fine.
not?
On that loot?
I don't know any songs, but I'll try.
It's fine. Learn by doing. I believe in you, friend.
Do we consider this a short rest too?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have some fun with this.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Why?
play the loot
Are you playing it before or after the rest?
before.
Right. Okay.
Before he's attuned to it, so he's the worst you could possibly be with it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna use my enthralling performance on the whole party while I'm playing the loot.
Oh, friend, you did not need to enthrall me. I am already enthralled.
They have to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for a minute. They have disadvantage because I'm using the loot.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yep. Okay. If you'd like.
I
to
rolled
make
this
a-
many after
I failed.
modifiers.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Give me a second. Mona, your character is not coming up for me all of a sudden.
Oh, that is very strange.
Give me a second. Try this again. I'm gonna reload the page. I think it's where the internet crashed and I didn't have the campaign open. Sorry. So you said use enthralling performance.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. If you'd like to make your difficulty rolls.
I have advantage
Just
against being charmed.
Against being charmed.
Hmm.
Yep. DC 15 with disadvantage because I'm using.
I'm afraid you don't have advantage against being charmed. You are immune to charm.
Oh, even better.
Oh wait, I did a wisdom check, not a wisdom save.
Yes.
I've got a
please make save.
+7 to my wisdom save rather than plus that, so
Yep. So that's a 21. Okay, that's fine.
and if I have disadvantage, I'll have to roll again.
Yep.
But
Take the lower one. There we go.
ah,
I am so confused at how you choose between what you want to do, save or not.
the saving throws are on the left-hand side. The checks are the bars along the top.
So on your left, you'll see a wisdom, and then you'll see a -2. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong person.
I see a 0.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
lost the ruby at -2? What kind of an
Yeah. So
absolute
if you click
muppet.
that +0, it will do what you needed to do.
I rolled a 5.
Yes, you did. Roll again.
Dude, that's 4 higher than me.
Roll again. There we go. That's a. Yep. As Luna sort of stands ready to perform, each of you are sort of lulled into a sort of almost docile state. You're captivated on the. Your eyes are captivated on Luna. She raises the lute and she. What does she do?
I cast dancing lights as well and begin my normal performance that I usually do, but I'm playing the lute at the same time. And as I finish, and I see that everyone besides which person wasn't charmed?
William Hale.
Besides William, I notice isn't charmed. As I see everyone else is charmed, once I finish, I walk up to everyone and I brush my hand against all their cheeks or their chin, and I go, "This is normal for me in every performance I ever do, but this lute has made it a lot easier and more fun. You can have fun with this lute,
Okay.
even though I'm not much of a musical performer."
Each of you takes 4 psychic damage from the lute as he strums it violently, discordantly, sort of screams out at you. Despite the charming effect, you all are sort of suddenly risen from your charm. 4 damage.
Hey, that was
sort of into
mean.
Your life. And that includes you, William Hale. All of you took 4 damage.
Oh man.
Your lute playing skills are not quite up to scratch, young Luna.
And this is
No.
why I don't like fucking magic. Can
I
we
wouldn't
break
worry
the
too
loop?
much about changing your HPs, as you are now going to take a short rest, which will raise them again.
Wait, I
Oh
thought
no, I'm
HP
not
healing's
wasting
on
my
a
hit
long
dice.
rest.
What do you mean?
You don't heal on short rests unless you choose to use your hit dice, and I ain't wasting
Oh,
no hit
okay,
dice
no,
for 4
okay,
damage.
never mind. I misunderstood. Yep, okay, so you take a short rest and remain at the HP you are at. Because you were all attuning, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, technically. Nazim, would you like to waste your hit dice? Or would you like to just proceed with the health you have?
You made sure that I take damage too, right?
Yes.
Sorry, what's my hit dice?
Dan, would you like
That's
to
how you
explain?
heal during short rests.
What
So you get-
what's the
Yeah, that's just called action surge, right?
What? No. There are.
Explain what you mean by he's.
Okay, so every short rest, or every day, you get your level in hit dice, and it's your die you rolled your hit points with. And when you take a short rest, you can use one of them to heal yourself. And then in the book, it's written as you get half your hit dice back per day, but I always have played that you just get all of them back per day because math is easier
Yeah.
that way.
I would say that let's just proceed without that for now.
Okay, just one question quickly. Are we still before rest or after rest?
This is during the rest that we'd be healing.
Okay, so I still have my action surge, which is I can take one additional action. If I heal myself, I'm trying to work out what it is. Hold on.
That's something you'd use in combat.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you
just
can
combat
use that in
based.
combat.
Yeah, that's like
you
a
could
in combat
technically
thing.
use it out of combat, but you wouldn't.
Well,
it just-
that's what I was thinking. Like, if I'm going to rest now, then I'm going to have it back anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
No, you don't get it until a long rest. We're only taking a short rest. Where the hell are hit dice even on
no,
here?
because this can be used one time per short rest.
Oh, well then yeah, use that.
So I'm noticing on the overlay in the D&D Beyond overlay, it's not updating HP values.
I don't see any of your HPs updated. Is it because I have your character sheets open?
Not sure.
Because I don't see your
Possibly.
HP updating either. Does Nazim's
Yeah, because I'm
health
force
show as 21?
refreshing my page and
Does
everything.
Nazim's health is show, isn't it? 21 or 25.
Okay, so can I use my second wind?
Give me a sec. The extensions. Yeah. So it's updated. The only person who hasn't taken damage is Kalefi. You're at 20 instead of 21, instead of 17.
Yep. Yeah, it's because I rolled my hit die, my 1d6. I rolled a blimmin' 1, and I get a
Okay.
+2 on it for my Constitution
Were you not
modifier.
in the process of attuning to your item?
Oh, so I can't rest with that then?
Yeah, sure.
You can.
I was just checking.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 3. Okay, that's fine. And Nazim, you also restored your health. Is that correct?
I'm about to do that. I have my second wind. I'm going to use it before the rest, right?
Yep.
Right, so it's 1d10 plus 3, so I'm going to roll 1d10, which rolled a...
You don't need to roll for that. 1 plus 3 is 4.
Okay, I just rolled a 2. So.
That's fine. So you're back to full health. So as you come to from your short rest, you look over. The sun is beginning to set behind the tower. There's a sort of ominous-looking mist crawling across the mountains downwards behind them. You're surrounded by trees. You're in a sort of small clearing, but you're making out through the gap in the trees that the tower is still appears to be manned at the front, but they could possibly not be full height humans, or at least they look fairly short. How would you like to?
I mean, I would like to just walk right on up to them and ask them if they've seen my sister.
Okay.
I would like to be sneaky.
They make stuff.
Well,
Great.
You enter a sneaky stance, and everybody looks at you suspiciously, wondering what exactly you're attempting to do.
Nope, I don't even notice him. I have no idea where he is right now.
Oh, and not you guys. Just sort of, as the guards are looking out, they just see this sort of stooped character just wandering past, looking incredibly suspicious.
gotta be
so,
sus.
Wolfgang,
sus.
as you step up, you see that there are in fact not humans but kobolds manning the gate.
Friends, have you seen a half-orc looks a little bit like me, but prettier? Much, much prettier? I heard she might be over here this way.
Friends? We don't have friends.
Friends! No, me, friends!
No.
Yes,
but the boss will
friends.
not be having that. I cannot let anyone pass. Who's
Oh,
your sister?
where's the boss?
Who's your sister?
My sister is dear Vivienne, the sweetest creature in all the land.
Vivienne? Never heard of her.
Oh, well then you're useless to me. I proceed to walk through the gate.
The kobolds stand.
I will open the gate.
The kobolds stand in front of the gate as you open it, and they block the way.
Oh,
There's
no,
two
friends,
of
you
them.
must move out of the way. My sister is in here, and I cannot have you in the way.
The kobold draws his sword.
I swing my axe.
Swing your axe, eh?
Wait, hold up. Wasn't the drawbridge down?
The drawbridge is behind them. They're standing in the gateway, and behind them is the drawbridge.
They're between me and my sister. They are dead to me.
Okay, can I just... Who's the smallest individual we have of our party?
That'd be Luna.
Luna, can I throw you over the wall?
No.
Over what wall? So if you imagine there's like 2 gateposts either side. There's a short entrance through the gate that you could maybe fit 2 people through, and in front of that gate are 2 kobolds. Not in front of the gate, but like the other side of the gate. The gates, Wolfgang has swung the gates open towards him, but the kobolds are blocking the way.
Don't worry, they won't be blocking
It's fair
the
to
way
say
soon.
that they're about to be fighting Mr. Wolfgang. So if you would like to roll initiative, please.
That will be a.
With us without fighting.
That'll be a 13 for me. Wait, do you need the initiative on D&D Beyond? Do I need to roll it there?
No.
Yeah.
That's,
Well,
you're okay.
No, wait, no, you don't. No.
It won't
Okay.
do anything.
Okay, I didn't know if it had an automated tracker of initiative.
It does, but it's not for the encounter. So if you just give me your numbers, please. So that's Kalefi with an 11.
13.
You roll a 13.
I got a 5.
Got a 23.
Jesus.
5. And
I'm a party bard.
and Ben, your initiative.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Hold up.
I just realized how
So it's just the left of your
rolling
armor
the
class.
dice in my hand
Are
looks.
you just jacking
Oh, I have.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Oh,
pretty.
you rolled a 19.
I am
Oh
ready.
my god, you're like a beauty YouTuber.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
I got the fancy dice.
So the two kobolds
Those
sort
are
of stand
really
there,
nice.
threateningly with their swords. Currently, as you stand, you will see sort of the two enemies right in front of you. Wolfgang, you're sort of in front of the right hand goblin, so slightly to the right. And the rest of the party are grouped up behind. Luna, how would you like to proceed?
I'd like to pull out my wand that I used, or not my wand, my paintbrush that I like to cast spells with. My favorite paintbrush that I have from childhood. And I'd like to paint the sky with a beautiful array of colors and give bardic inspiration to Wolfgang.
Bardic inspiration.
What do I get? A D4 right now?
1d6.
Ooh, spicy.
So one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
And are you hanging back?
Yes,
Okay,
I'll be standing my ground.
fantastic. And then Nazim, how would you like to proceed?
Okay, so this didn't change Wolfgang's position, right?
No, Wolfgang is at the right-hand side of the gate. There's space for one person to his left
Okay,
to
I'm
enter on the side.
gonna push through our team, our
Yep.
squadron, and then I'm gonna go face to face with the whatever it is on the left.
Yep, the kobold.
And I'm gonna give him an unarmed attack.
Punching him out, are you? Yep, if you'd like to roll for a hit, please.
Which one is it? I've got a.
So you'll see like there's an unarmed strike and then there's a hit DC. It's a +5 for you.
Okay,
just
I got
click
a
that.
21 to hit.
You
That's a
raise
crit.
your arm and swing at him, and it's most certainly connecting with his jaw. If you'd like to roll for damage.
Someone called it a cornfield Cadillac.
Would that be the 1d8 plus 3?
Drive smooth.
No, that's the 5.
Shop.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so as you look at your character, there's attack, battle axe, melee weapon, and below that it says unarmed strike.
Uh-huh.
And on the right there's a damage that says 4 with a bludgeoning on it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
He sort of you crash him in the jaw, and he sort of shudders back a little bit.
I believe that's a critical.
What did you roll?
No, you didn't roll a nat 20, so it was no critical.
It says 21, and hold up, it says here somewhere.
Does it say
Yeah,
20?
it's,
It's not 20
16.
plus 1, it's 16 plus 5.
It's your dice roll that determines crits.
So if you rolled an actual 20 and the hit was 25, that's when you would have crit. Make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Or
So you
I
have a
think,
5% chance
he's-
every time to crit.
or if he's a champion, he crits on 19s as well.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
sure
there's
which
that too. Yeah.
fighter type he is.
I believe he is. I don't even know how to see that. Fighting style. PHB defense. He's a
So
defensive.
it's,
Is that not right?
no, it's something else. Well, I'll figure it out
Yeah.
later.
Okay, anyway. So the kobold sort of rocks backwards with a fist in his jaw. Sort of stares menacingly at you. Wolfgang, how would you like to proceed?
Oh, I will swing my axe at the one that has not been punched.
Okay, so you swing your axe at the character in front of you,
That's a 17 to hit.
and you sort of crash your axe into the top of his shoulder on your downward swing.
I will do 12 damage to him.
Your axe sort of rips into his shoulder, rips straight through his rib cage, all the way down out the left-hand side. The monster falls backwards.
I look over to his friend and say, "You're next if you don't get out of my way, buddy."
Better to die by your hand than by the boss's.
That's a
Alethi,
bold move.
how would you like to proceed?
Okay, so is anyone else coming out on hearing the commotion that's going on? Is there any signs of movement behind him at the
No.
drawbridge sort of gate area?
No, not at all. There's sort of a fair bit of drawbridge behind them, so there's no movement of any sort, no stirring. These are the only two mobs in sight.
Okay, any chance of me being able to squeeze in?
Sort of as Wolfgang has crashed his axe through this kobold, there's plenty of space for him to sort of take a step over the monster, if you like, so that he's now flanking the original kobold on the right-hand side. So you could get up for a sort of ranged or sort of larger weapon attack, but there's no way you're going to be able to punch through that gap.
So,
if you're smashing down
5
like
foot
a staff,
reach.
for example,
With
yeah,
5 foot
that'll
reach,
do.
I
That's
should be able to
plenty.
do it with a staff of power,
That's
right?
plenty.
If I'm coming
Yep.
in from the side, would that mean I'll be able to flank and hit with advantage, or is that just going to be a
you'll
regular?
you'll be at his left hand.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll just go for a whack with the staff then.
Okay.
Let's try to batter him.
So
And
you
I
raise your
fail.
staff up and you sort of slam it down between the Wolfgang and Nazim, but you sort of swing a bit wildly and you smash straight into the ground at his feet, and therefore ends your turn. The kobold who has had his jaw crushed sort of rocks back and he grabs out his little dagger, and sort of pokes it at Wolfgang, if you like. And he sort of swings vaguely at him, and it sort of is a wild flail. It doesn't go anywhere near you, and he turns to William.
Hi.
Would you like to proceed?
I would like to I like raise my hand and use Eldritch Blast on him.
Yep, if you'd like to roll for hit, please.
That's a 13.
Yep, so as you raise your hand, a beam of crackling energy sort of launches out. Roll for damage, please.
I got 14.
It thunders into the center of the kobold's chest and leaves a hole through his chest. The kobold falls to the ground. You now look around you and find nobody else seems to be coming.
Great, can we get on with this, please?
Yep. Yeah.
I start looking around for some contraption to lower this drawbridge.
Oh, the drawbridge is down.
Oh. I walk across the drawbridge. I thought it was...
Just a moment to take out of this. I'm going to have to ask Dan this. How are you awarding yourselves XP or not? Is that correct?
No, I'm assuming we're doing milestone leveling, so when you say we level up, because no one wants to micromanage.
Okay,
Oh, I
that's-
got 20
that's-
experience
That's
here,
fine,
20
I'm
here.
not-
That's wonderful. Okay. I'm just making sure that none of you are set to fixed HP. To XP leveling. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So as you step across the drawbridge, Wolfgang, you can hear a sort of thunderous crashing behind the main doors. As you look up, there's sort of a wooden door sort of in an arch shape with sort of two big skull-shaped handles. There's space for maybe two of you to enter side by side. How would the rest of you like to proceed? Wolfgang is striding across the bridge.
I would like to take up the front point alongside.
Ah, hello, friend.
Hey, let's do this, yeah. Let's get these fuckers.
Luna's kind of following towards the back, middle back, messing around with the loot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trailing next to Luna, pretending I don't hear her playing with that loot.
Can I throw Luna in, like, is there a moat?
No. The drawbridge is over a sort of small ravine.
Okay, can I throw Luna in a ravine?
Sorry.
I can throw Luna in a ravine with a flute.
It's a lute, not a flute.
Flute.
Close enough.
Well, damn.
Drop the
Yeah, sure. Give it a go. Just roll a d20 for me. By manual rolling, you need to click the dice down the bottom left.
Shit.
You reach out to grab at Luna, but she's sort of skipping along and just skips past you. Wolfgang, as you reach the door, you hear this thunderous crashing noise behind it. The door opens towards you. How would you like to proceed?
I'm going to just open the door and look through and see what I see.
As you yank the door open, you see 3 bugbear chiefs sort of running down the corridor towards you. Where's
Friend!
that kobold? He was meant to
kobolds
report
weren't
in!
Useful. No. The kobolds weren't useful.
Who
But
the
friends, have you
fuck
seen
are
my
you?
sister? Oh, I am Wolfgang, sister or brother of Vivienne.
He raises he raises his what do you call them? Morning Star. And sort
not
of
this
swings it down at you. Straight away.
I will. As
No
soon as I see
questions
him pull out his thing, I've still got axe in hand. I'm swinging right back. I'm gonna
Okay.
beat this motherfucker.
So
Also
as you
forgot
look down the
Bible
corridor,
Parade.
as you look down the corridor, there's sort of 3 bugbears coming. 2 of them are sort of side by side behind the first one, but there's no space for them to come forward. So you're effectively in a fight with 1 bugbear.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm going to just no, let's not. Just roll your initiatives first for me.
That's an 11.
There's a 14 for me.
21.
10.
I'm just really slow today, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, the beautiful.
So,
fuck.
sort of as he raises his morning star, Kalefi is sort of left-hand side of Wolfgang that you entered on point, right? So you're at the front together.
Yeah.
How would you like to proceed?
So, first things first, Clef says, screw this, we're doing this. And I raise my staff and channel the energy within the staff and cast a spell.
Okay, what do you cast?
Spell which fires out of my staff is Lightning Bolt. It's a 5 foot wide radius from the
that's
line.
Okay. That's fine.
So
it
it won't
just-
flip.
Yeah, no, it won't hit. It won't hit sort of
Wolfgang.
anyone other than the front. The front bugbear. The other 2 are far enough behind. Is that correct?
They're
It's
100 feet away.
Oh no, okay, it's 5 foot wide and yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
100 foot long.
your lightning crackles down the hallway, and do you fire this from the staff? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is a level 2 spell. Is that correct?
That's a 5th level staff spell.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's,
I'm not fucking around. These bugbears are dying.
So roll for damage.
That is on a Dex 13 save. It will be 20 damage. If no save, 40.
Okay. So the lightning crackles down the corridor. The front bugbear sort of takes the brunt of it. He sort of is taken aback. He stumbles backwards a tiny bit. The 2 behind are sort of hit with the after, with the sort of behind lightning, and are sort of frozen in shock. The bugbear is sort of really frustrated at this point, and he grabs his morning star and he swings it down at you. Give me your armor quickly. All right.
19.
Yep. So he swings his morning star down at you, and sort of it crashes into your right arm, dealing you 9 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay. Damn, he accurate.
William, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so I kind of like go off and say, wow, powerful magic. I'm aroused. And then I take off one of my stars on my robe, and like it breaks into 3, and I cast magic missiles at level 5.
Okay. You'd like to roll for damage?
4.
Okay. And am I right in saying that's +5 stars? Dan? So it's 5th level
So-
magic missiles, right? It's 5 extra bolts plus the original 3.
Yeah, so he has to roll that for however many missiles he's shooting out.
So there's 7 in total.
No, we're just going to take the one roll. That's absolutely fine. And we
Okay.
just multiply it. I know we're not having him roll 7 dice every time he uses a star. That robe's got 5 stars on it and it's usable daily. We'll
It's
take the
correct.
first roll.
That's the most fun part, is rolling a army of pyramids.
He doesn't have pyramids to roll, and I ain't got time for that shit. Are you firing? So all the bolts sort of strike into this first bugbear. He sort of takes them one by one, and then just crashes backwards into the ground. He then sort of stumbles up to one knee, and he turns to the people behind him, to the 2 bugbears behind him, and they go, "Get him, coach!" And then he falls down to the ground. And we will proceed. Wolfgang, if you'd like to take... Wolfgang, your turn.
I push forwards towards the closest bugbear and I swing my axe at it.
Okay, so there's 2 of them, right side, left side. You're on the right side at the moment, so you're face to face with the one on the right, so you're swinging at the one on the right. Is that correct?
Sure. That's a 19 to hit.
Yep, so as you swing your axe downwards, it is an axe, right?
Yes, it is an axe.
Okay, let's just check. Roll for damage, please.
That is a 18 damage.
Yeah.
That's all.
So, your axe sort of runs down into the center of his chest. He's wearing some chainmail, and it sort of ruts down. He's taken a fair bit of damage, but he's not that pissed about it. Luna, what to do?
I would like to move up to, is it Kalsfi? Is that how you say it? Kalefi. I'd like to walk up to Kalefi, pull out my paintbrush, and then I'm gonna paint over his wound and cast Cure Wound.
Yep. Okay. How much does it heal?
He is full HP.
Oh, thank you.
Are you stepping back again, or are you remaining just behind him?
I'm gonna step back, and before I end my turn, I'm also gonna spend one of my Bardic Inspirations as a bonus action. I can spend a Bardic Inspiration and give up to 5 creatures bonus 5 temporary hit points, and they can all move their they can move up to their current movement, and they don't provoke attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So everyone gets 5 temporary hit points, and everyone can move as they please.
They're also like,
Alright, so you all know how to enter temporary hit points.
Mantle of Inspiration is what it's
Yes,
called.
sir.
Fantastic.
How much temporary is it?
5.
5.
And that
Gotcha.
brings us to the great Nazim.
So I've got 4 people in front of me right now.
No one wanted to move, right?
Okay, so I'm on the left-hand side since that's the thing that I fought before, the left-hand side, right? Okay, so who's on the left-hand side with me? Alright, Kalefi, can you move like a couple of steps to the left?
Yep. If I step backwards, that's going to incur an attack of opportunity, though.
Oh, James, apparently you're muted.
Muted.
No, any movement during this Mantle of Inspiration does not provoke attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll step back then.
Yep, sorry guys, I don't quite understand why that happened. Just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to make sure that never happens again.
Can I just throw the bard somewhere else?
Only goal in life is throw one of the people that's helping you. Nice.
I don't like this bloody paintbrush in the loot.
You don't like anything.
That's not true. I like money.
Okay, that won't happen again. Sorry about that. Yeah, so if Kalefi takes a couple of steps backwards, it doesn't enable an attack of opportunity, as that is specifically the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
That specifically in.
I'm still going to shoulder barge Kalefi on my way through, though.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
And then I'm going to walk up to... How's the thing on the left looking?
Pissed off and absolutely fine. You know, he's strong
Okay.
and bulky. He's holding a Morning Star in one hand and a sort of ball and chain in the left-hand side.
Okay, so I'm going to try and intimidate him.
Yep, okay. What are you going to say to him?
Back down is your life is not worth as much as you think it is.
Everyone, an intimidation check.
Said very threateningly.
Six. Not very
The
good.
bugbear looks back at you and says, he swings, he sort of bustles up towards you and lifts his Morning Star threateningly.
Okay, and is that my action, or can I still attack?
You can get a swing off.
Okay. Then I will attack with... I'll draw my battle axe from my right hip. And I will try and hit him, I guess.
Yep, roll for hit.
10.
Okay, you sort of swing wildly out at him, but there's no way you're sort of making a decent connection with him. He's sort of quite tall, and you've just sort of flailed at him. And that brings us back to our lovely Kalefi.
Okay, so who is looking very alive right now, and who's looking very beat up out of these
So
goons?
on the right, you have Bugbear Chief, who's taken sort of fair beating, and on the left, you have sort of a pissed off Bugbear that looks slightly annoyed.
Okay. Case. They are very close, so I cannot do what Right.
Who are
Okay.
close to what?
they're close enough to Ben and all that, so I can't
Well,
cast
also,
what I was
both Wolfgang and Nazim are in front of you at this point.
Yeah. So range
Like
on
to
that's
be more
too
targeted
wide
with your
to be
spell.
safe to be able to use that. So instead, I'll move enough so I have line of sight. So I, just so you know,
Mhm.
not hitting anyone or anything, and try to blast out a firebolt.
Okay. This is on which one on the right, the more beaten of the two.
Yeah. Let's go with the more beaten up looking one
Yep.
right now.
Just roll for damage.
Oh, for damage. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for hit for this. He's pretty much, he's been hit by a lightning blast. He's had an axe bash at him. He's sort of almost immobile, if you like.
Okay. So that's a 6 under firebolt.
That's 6 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's sort of, he's on his last legs. The one on the right, he's grimaces and stares down at you. He sort of, he just takes 2 steps back and sort of holds himself tight. The Bugbear Chief on your left, however, sort of steps protectively in front of his friend, and he makes a swing with his Morning Star at Wolfgang. He sort of swings out, and it sort of maybe bumps your shoulder, but it's sort of glancing blow, sort of no damage done. And that brings us to William Hale.
Okay. So if I use another one of my stars, can I use them to hit, like,
You can
separate?
split the damage. You can split the damage.
Okay, cool. I'd like to take another one of my stars off on the other side so that it's still even.
Okay, of course. So you're still symmetrical and beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you'd like to roll for damage.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast that at level 5 again.
Roll for damage.
5.
Okay. So your first 2 stars sort of, the star rotates and 2 missiles shoot out at the bugbear chief on your right. He sort of takes the first blow and then the second sort of lays him out. The third one sort of follows into his dead body, and the other 4 sort of swerve off to the left, sort of one after another into this bugbear who's sort of, he's looking like he's taken a fair beating at this point. And then that brings us to Wolfgang. So as you stand there, there's a bugbear sort of diagonally to your left, sort of in melee range, and a sort of very dead bugbear behind him to the right, and there's a dead bugbear sort of on the floor at your feet.
Yeah, so I rolled a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Jeez.
Dan, is that a nat 20?
No.
Okay.
That's a 17. And then I will
Me.
do 17 damage to him.
Okay.
That was a max damage roll on my
you
damage.
swing your axe wildly downwards and across, and it sort of takes him from hip to thigh, as he's quite a tall enemy. At this point, he's got a gashed leg. He's got sort of a smouldering lightning mark on his right shoulder. He's sort of got 3 different missile marks in his left side of his chest, and there's one in his face. There's sort of still smoke coming out of his cheek. Luna, that brings us to you. Luna? Oh, okay, there we go. Right, just checking you're still here.
I guess I'll just pull out my hand crossbow and shoot him once.
Okay. Roll for hit.
That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to click. Oh, that's a nice.
Can we have a hit roll first?
Yeah, there we go. I did not want to throw the damn hit. There we go.
Okay.
Spicy.
Yep,
Spicy indeed.
So you take out your hand crossbow and you fire out at him, and it sort of, the bolt rips through his cheek and into the back of his throat, and sort of the bolt flies out the back of his head. The bugbear falls backwards dead. As your party takes a step forward, there's a blue shimmering light around you. You feel invigorated, you feel rejuvenated, and it sort of, the mist sort of fills the room, if you like. If you'd like to take a long rest, please, all of you.
You insist.
I do. This is not taking any time. This is the effect of the blue mist upon you.
Take long rest. Confirm.
I seem to have lost the map. Just give me a second. Here we go. Okay. Sorry, I should have pre-cropped this, but
It's okay, we can't see anyway.
So you've made yourself. Yes, you can.
Do we still have the temp hit points?
No.
No.
Right, okay.
So you find yourselves in the center of a corridor. In front of you is a wall, and there's a split to your left and right. You sort of put your hands over the different bugbears, and you can sort of see each one of them has a healing potion. Strapped to each hip that they failed to drink during the battle. How would you like to divvy these out?
I mean, I feel like I would love to have at least one healing potion as someone who will be up in their grills the entire time.
I feel like you deserve
However, if one of you weaker fellows would like them, I am not opposed to that as well. How many do we have
There's 6 in total.
Usually,
There's 6 in total.
Well, I think that makes it fairly easy. 1 or 2 for each of the frontliners. Job done, yeah?
Oh.
No,
Math
your
checks
maths
out.
is not,
Yeah? Oh, I know.
that
Wait,
equals
no, 'cause
7. Who's not getting one at that point? Oh, you
Right.
mean who else is a frontliner? Sorry, we've got Wolfgang, Nazim, and who? Are you a
That would be
frontliner?
me,
Right,
Mr.
okay.
19 AC up in the grill.
How do William and Luna feel about this?
I don't need one anyways.
I can
I'm
heal
very
myself.
confident in my
I would
ability.
like other people that can't heal to be able to heal people.
Okay,
So I'm
Nazim,
okay.
Kalefi, and Wolfgang, if you'd like to each grab 2 healing potions. So as I said, you the party's sort of grouped here. The corridor ahead of you is there's a wall in front of you, and the corridor to either side is quite wide enough for you to stand sort of three side by side. You can peek down the corridor, but you really you can't see a huge amount.
Okay, so these are 2 standard healing potions, the 2d4 plus 2s.
Yeah, just your standards.
Okay, added. Don't worry, friends. If you need them, I shall happily help you with my healing potions, because they are our healing potions.
Could you not be so nice all the time? It's grating.
I think it's wonderful.
I don't think you're a block of cheese. I would never grate you.
Right, I'm going
Like,
right.
you might be a cheesy looking with your outfit, but no.
Excuse you, sir. This is the finest leather, and I'll have you know that this cloak is not just for show.
I thought leather was last season.
I'm like, stop. Can I like storm off and go right? at the
Okay. So as you head down to the right, you can see a door ahead of you. Who else is
Sorry,
joining?
friend.
I'm gonna run after William.
Okay.
Yeah, I am decidedly against splitting the party, so I'm going to just chase on after.
When I get up to William, I'm gonna go, William, I think you could use some more smiles, and pull out my paintbrush and paint a smiley face on his shoulder.
I will sniff the air and see if I can smell anything that makes me think
my
Vivienne would be
goodness.
one way or the other.
Um,
Maybe, I don't fucking know.
yeah. I think it's fair to say actually at this point, there are some smell. So
Ooh.
whilst the corridor in general smells musty, I'd like to make a. You're going to correct me on this, and I don't care. I'd like to make a perception check.
Perfection.
Okay, well, whilst he's doing that, I cast Prestidigitation to clean that paint off of me.
So I rolled a 4, and then I take 2 away from it because not the brightest candle in the box. So that leaves me with 2 for my perception.
Okay, so you take a sniff out, and there's sort of a musty smell all around. There's possibly a little bit of smoke coming from the left. It's
Does
quite a
he-
strong
Has it
smell.
been 10 minutes since I gave him Bardic Inspiration? Did you say?
Yes, you had a long.
Okay.
Let's just say that the blue mist that gave you the long rest also cleansed you of any current battle apathy.
We had a long rest,
So there's
I didn't
sort of a small whiff of smoke from the left, but other than that, no real knowledge. Nazim, are you following to the right? Are you going left? What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to follow to the right, but I'm going to stand behind Luna.
Okay.
Where is Luna's paintbrush held?
In her hand right now. It's been
Okay,
painting.
and what about the loot?
Strapped to my back.
Okay, how strapped is it? Is it firmly strapped or
It's
quite
strapped.
loosely strapped?
It's strapped.
Like, is there any chance I could get it off your back without you noticing?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Well, that didn't go very well.
For the second time, you make a grab at Luna, who notices.
I think
you
he's trying to
grabbing.
touch her butt.
Sir, that's very inappropriate.
Like,
We
even
can
I
go
saw
back to
that
the
one.
inn and do these things.
Yeah, don't hit on him.
If it's the last thing I do before I die, I'll break this loot.
That's not very nice. It was a gift.
Yeah, I don't like gifts. I'm for myself
But
and
you-
nobody else.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, but a gift is for you. You got a gift too, friend.
Yeah, but you need to earn your prizes.
I'm gonna turn around and paint a smiley face. Look, you got another gift.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm
Oh,
actually gonna kill him.
friendship! May I have a smiley face, friend?
How would you like it?
On my face!
I will paint a smiley face on his
Right
face.
on my cheek.
Right on his cheek.
Oh my goodness. I roll my eyes and try to open the door.
Okay, the door swings out, revealing a room to you. In the center of the room is a large, sort of wooden table with a glass covering on it. Inside is a gleaming, almost ancient-looking battle axe. It sort of has scintillating colors coming off of it. As you look to your left, there's a door. Straight ahead of you are some musty bookcases. And to your right is sort of what looks to be what you call them, manacles, sort of hanging from the wall where the prisoners may once have been chained.
Ooh, they were doing some kinky
Well,
shit here, guys.
I
Yeah,
am
with my
going to take this
invitation.
opportunity.
Mhm.
I'll cast my Mage Hand cantrip and command my hand to go and see if it can open up this this sort of casket type thing which has this axe in it.
Okay,
I'm going to go over to the bookcase and act like I know how to read and start, yeah, at a book.
Okay, these are sort of, there's tattered pages of bookcases.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
would like to be not holding it right side up, not upside down, but sideways, like when the flip out porno mag thing's held, because that's how I think reading works. The only type of reading I'm actually familiar with is the dirty books.
Okay.
Yeah, I go and stand next to him, looking at the books, and like look to my left and see him, and just go, ugh.
I point,
Oh.
yeah, right here,
Kalefi, as your magical hand reaches the glass, it's quite clear that there's no specific opening. It looks like the glass needs to be broken. If you were to enter the, if you were to be able to access the weapon that lies inside. The door to your left is sort of a light wooden door. Yeah.
Okay, well, the door.
Okay, so it's a light wooden door, you say?
Yep.
Is it like a locked door, or?
No. Well, I mean, you can try the handle and check, but
Okay,
there's
I'm
nothing
gonna-
obviously barring it.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to the door and just check if you can open the door or not.
Yep, the door swings wide open.
Okay, so I'm going
There's
to
a long, narrow corridor in front of you.
Okay. Do I see anything else, or just the
You see
corridor?
exactly what you see on the map.
So I just see a penis.
No,
That's what I say.
Sorry, I
Oh,
haven't moved the
sorry,
party at
I
the
forgot
same
to sit back up.
Yeah, so you just see a long
So,
corridor ahead of you.
So who wants to set up a trap and try and break into this thing?
Well,
I'm still on
what
the
I'm
roll.
thinking is, if we're smart about it, we can open this thing and not make a racket with it.
Go on then.
You probably need to use your cloak,
No, I don't think so.
and we're probably not doing it quietly.
What are you doing? I
Well,
look up
see,
on my
my
book.
idea here, see, is you drape a cloak or whatever over this casket thing, and we break it.
Oh,
and-
break it! I walk over with my axe above my head. Break it?
Yes, do it.
I guess we're doing it the loud way then. Okay, break it.
I make an attack against it for. Ooh, does a 14 hit?
Doesn't matter. As your axe comes down,
Smash!
there's a blue shimmering light, a sort of dome over it, sort of doings, and from behind you, so from the right hand side of the room as you entered, sort of there's a rattling, and a piece of wall sort of breaks outwards, and a sort of large, lumpy, fleshy monster sort of stumbles towards you. Sort of clearly it was there, and has been there for a long, long time, and the magic has released it from its hold, and it steps towards you.
That does not look
They
like a
never
threat.
make it easy, do
This
they?
doesn't seem like a good idea, guys.
I'm just going to shout out, "Take Luna, please."
Why me? You're so
What's
mean
wrong
to
with
me.
poor Luna?
I'm assuming I
think
can
we need
see
more
this
smiley
hulking
faces.
monstrosity.
Sorry.
I can see it. I'm not facing away from it.
So where were you standing when you smashed the battle axe?
Where was the bookcase? Wasn't the bookcase at
was
the
on
top?
this wall, so the flesh golem has come out to your left.
Oh yeah, I'd see it. So I would have walked from the bookcase over to the table. So I'd be like top right hand side of the table on the map. So yeah, I think I would see it.
Yeah. Well, it's a fairly small room. You're all very aware of this flesh golem.
Ooh,
A
no,
wall
awareness
crumbled
is
out.
not my forte.
A wall crumbled out. There's
Very tunnel
there's a
vision.
shambling, fleshy monster sort of stepping towards you guys. You've got an open room. You're very much capable of taking it on, but it's there's not a huge amount of distance you can make.
That don't look like no friend to me, guys. What do you think?
I thought you were friends with everyone.
Yeah, I am. That don't look like an everyone. That looks like a no
Well,
one.
Try, go speak to it.
Oh, yes, you're right. So I will do this thing I can do. I will start trying to ritual cast Speak with Animals. And for the next 10 minutes, I will be channeling, attempting to speak with animals to this monstrosity. So I'm just over there making like chipmunk noises that like chirp, chirp.
Fantastic. The flesh golem seems undeterred and steps up towards little Luna. Sort of raises a claw.
Ooh, I will run up to Luna at this point because I like Luna, and this thing looks like it might be hurting one of my friends.
Can
I failed to protect my sister, but I will not fail to protect Luna.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, just bear with me a second. High Tech Jet Heather, thank you so much for the gift sub. I don't know why no notification has happened. We'll have to work that out later, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So sorry, can you just retell me what you've done, Luna?
I want to attempt to pull out the loot and cast Levitate on the creature using the loot.
Okay. How
I'm gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Okay, that's absolutely fine.
50.
Yep, so your spell flutters out and sort of there's a purple shimmering light going towards the monster and it sort of shrugs it off and then walks towards you. Roll initiative, please.
Oh shit, that was worth a try. Oh fuck. No.
That's gonna be a 9.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit, at least I didn't roll a 1.
Oh no.
I got a 2.
It's okay, I rolled. Wow, we rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. Man.
Yo, my
So
9 is looking
who rolled the
spicy
3?
right
Who
now.
rolled the 3?
I rolled a 3, but it's 7 with my initiative.
Whew, Nazim getting his quick boy up.
Oh,
I
Luna, you're in
missed that. I
trouble.
missed that. Nazim, what was that? What's your initiative, Nazim?
11.
11,
12, sorry, 12.
12, and Wolfgang.
9.
9. Yep, so monster's shambling away, and Kalefi, you are sort of on the right hand side. The monster's to your left, with
Yep.
maybe 7 or 8 feet away. It's fairly close to Luna right now. Everybody else is sort of 6-7 feet away.
Right, so I
what
can
would you like
charge
to do?
right up behind the thing, right?
No, the monster is facing you.
Oh, it's facing me.
The
Am I
monster's-
able to...
Okay, so all 5 of you are sort of spread. There's 4 of you spread round, and Luna's sort of in front of you, if you like, and the monster is directly facing Luna, so it's facing all of you.
Right, so is there any way I can get round behind it, or is it because it's moved up towards Luna, or is there no space behind it?
You could get behind it, yes. Are you going to attempt to be stealthy about it, or are you just sprinting?
I'm just going to get round behind it and try to hit it while it's flanked.
Okay, so if you'd like to just dash behind it, and then you're hitting it with what?
I'm going to jam my staff of power straight into its back.
Okay, roll for a hit.
If it's flanked, that's going to be advantage, yeah?
That wouldn't worry too much. Yep, so you swing your staff down. Damage?
That's not very great. It's only a 4.
Sick. Okay, that brings us to Nazim. You're sort of 5 or 6 foot away from the flesh golem. The flesh golem is sort of behind Luna, so Luna is directly impeding your path. What would you like to do?
I don't know, I'm pretty happy with the circumstances right now.
Oh, you might be.
What I'm going to do is, okay, this is going to sound like a dick thing, but I'm going to attempt to charge the monster, but I'm going to accidentally, on purposely, trip over and push Luna a bit closer.
Okay, if you'd like to make an athletics check.
That is a convoluted plan.
See, the best part is he's going to fail it so bad he accidentally hits the monster instead and helps us.
18.
Do I
Okay, so
make any saves against this?
so you stumble forwards and you plant a hand against Luna's back. Luna, if you'd like to make a dexterity check for me, please.
Please don't roll high.
Or he could
Yeah,
technically
somewhere
make
about-
athletics.
I know he could, but he's not. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so Luna, you're stumbling forwards, but as you're falling towards the flesh golem, you sort of take 2 steps to the left and sort of maneuver yourself around it. You sort of fall briefly to the ground, but jump quickly back up. Nazim,
Nazim, are you okay?
Nazim, are you doing anything else?
Oh, well, my intentions have just been scuffed, so at this point I'm just going to swing at it with my axe, my battle axe.
Yep, roll for hit.
14.
Okay, and damage, please.
I'm wielding it like a 2-handed weapon, so.
Yep.
6.
Okay. And that sort of, as you swing your axe and it bumps into the flesh, the golem sort of takes a bit of a hit and then sort of shambles back towards you. Young Luna, who has stumbled. No, sorry, Wolfgang. What would you like to do?
How scary does this thing look to me?
It's shorter than you. It's quite rotund.
Not at all. Got it. That's a whole bazillion to hit. It's a 16 plus 9, so that's like
you're
a
fine,
lot.
You're fine. You're fine.
And that's going to be 14 damage.
Okay.
With my mighty, mighty great axe.
So this sort of rends some flesh from its left-hand side, and that brings us to Luna.
Am I within its threat range?
Oh,
Can I
everyone is.
move away?
Everyone is. And you're
Okay.
very close.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage and move as far away from it as I can.
Yep, so that's sort of, you find yourself at the sort of at the door where you came in.
Whip.
And that's my turn.
Yep. That brings us to Mr. Hale.
Okay, so I'm gonna
This cloak, you must have something else to you.
I'm gonna use vicious mockery.
Okay, who are you viciously mocking?
The flesh golem.
So we've been pretty mean to Luna. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was on me.
Just thought I'd check.
I thought it was gonna be me, to be honest.
Yep. It's-
What's her?
Yep. The monster is definitely looking at you strangely as you're waving your hands around.
Okay.
Blooming hell.
And nothing happens.
Wait, what? Why?
Read your spell.
Wait, you
That's right.
can't hear?
No, it's a golem.
So you're telling me
Like you wasted your turn.
You're
I
telling
must
me
have cut his ears off. I'm sorry, friend.
that monster was walking around that room anyways, and we sneaked in there and made a noise, it wouldn't notice us.
It came out after the magic of the dome protecting the central battle axe was provoked. It doesn't come out every time somebody walks through. Otherwise, the bugbears would have been dead a long time ago.
I feel duped.
Sorry.
Saying is, it's my fault.
And so this flesh golem sort of it slams its shoulder towards Kalefi.
Well,
Kalefi, what's your armor class?
19.
Okay, and it strikes you once with its shoulder, and then it raises its left arm and swings down at you, dealing you. Oh shit! Dealing you 16 points in damage.
Okay, and immediately as a response to that, I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
That's not got a hit, has it? It's just damage.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, no, but it's not a hit base. Okay, right, that's fine if you roll for damage for it.
Okay. Right. That appears to be 17.
And that brings us to your turn. Jamal, you need to update your HP.
Yeah, I've just done that now.
Thank you. 16 points of damage, yeah?
Yeah.
You need to remove your temporary hit points.
Oh, I've already done that. I'm on 5 right now.
No, you're not. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, that's fine. I guess the temporary hit points will go away when they go away. Cool. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm not sure quite what's going on with the overlay there. It's not updating for me on the stream either. But my
It's
patch sheet
updated,
is
but
5.
it's keeping you at 11. The temporary hit points are still present, and that's not only the case for you, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Well, that fucking hurt.
Yes.
That really fucking hurt.
You can stand behind me if you want to.
I have these healing potions you could use, friend.
Yeah, the problem is it takes an action, and I need to use an action to disengage anyway. So,
You're more than welcome to stand behind me.
It's fair to say the monster's pretty slow. You know, you rolled a 1 for initiative, and it's still attacked afterwards. Should be all right.
yeah. Well, in that case, if it's a big dumb flesh golem, then yeah, I'll just have to disengage and move around behind.
Behind what?
Behind Nazim.
Oh, behind Nazim. Right. Okay. Sorry, I was going to say.
Yeah, get myself into a sort of position where sort of everyone's sort of between myself and the golem.
Okay. Apart from Luna, who's at the door.
Yeah. Apart from Luna, of course. Yeah.
Okay, and that
James,
brings us to I know, I'm dealing with it. And that brings us to Wolfgang. To Nazim. What would you like to do, Nazim?
Wait, isn't it the flesh golem's attack now?
No. Flesh golem attacked Kalefi.
Okay. At this point, I want to try and attack its legs and try and take off one of its legs so its movement is limited.
Okay. Yep. Roll for hit.
13.
Okay. And then roll for damage.
5.
Okay, and then lastly, make a strength check for me, please.
10.
So your axe swings down its right leg, and it sort of lodges itself sort of 3 or 4 inches into its thigh, and then you retract it. There's a fair wound, but the leg is still sort of supporting him just about.
Okay. And then can I go into a defensive posture?
You can stand there and sort of put your axe in front of you, but you haven't really got a shield to raise or anything. But yeah, you sort of stand defensively, staring him down. You said you were wielding your battle axe with 2 hands.
Yes, but my shield is still on my person, on my back.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Because you're not holding your shield, you're still sort of a little bit vulnerable. But you've got your battle axe up in front of you. You're ready to block a hit. That brings us to Wolfgang.
I will swing away with my my great axe.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Okay.
It's another 19 damage.
Yeah.
How are you hitting so high?
What a good axe.
I blew my load getting a good axe.
Right, I've been there.
That's absolutely fine.
Anything good?
How's this thing looking?
There's a battle axe in the middle of the room in a glass case. You might be all right in a minute.
It's going to be great when I've got 1 2-handed weapon in each arm.
Yeah, right. Sort of at this point, there's a massive rend in its leg. It's got a lump of flesh down on the floor. You know, it's pretty wounded. That brings us to Luna at the door. Luna, what would you like to do?
Oh man, what would I like to do? Does it look hurt?
Yeah,
Anything?
as I said, it's there's plenty of flesh missing from it.
Well, that just looks normal. I am going to cast the Bane on it.
Okay. Bane. That's you throw me for a loop with that one.
Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, you sort of a red mist surrounds the flesh golem. It's fair to say.
It's fair to say it's not very charismatic.
Yes. It's a flesh golem. Okay, and that brings us to Captain William Hale. You look over and this sort of rended, sort of flesh hanging off golem is sort of ambling around. What would you like to do?
How intact are these books?
The books behind him. There are no books. There's just sort of tattered pages.
I was gonna throw a book at it. Okay. Well, instead, I will use Thorn Whip
Okay.
and
Roll for hit, please.
crack him over the head with it.
Roll for hit.
I don't. Oh wait, no, wait.
You don't. Oh, do roll for hit, please.
12.
Okay, and roll for your damage.
4.
Okay. Your thorny whip sort of lashes across its shoulder and then drags all the way down. There's very little flesh left on this golem at this point. It sort of stumbles backwards. It's down to one knee. It sort of takes a vague stab at Kalefi, but swings wildly wide. And that brings us to Kalefi's turn.
Jamal, you're muted.
Oh, okay, right. Good. Thanks for the heads up. So, yeah, that thing took a swing at me. I'm not happy about that. I'm going to firebolt that thing.
It's on one knee, looking up at you, sort of
With puppy dog
weakly.
eyes.
Is that?
Can you like move to the side of me though?
Are you
Don't
are you
worry,
sure that's what
the
you'd like to do?
firebolt isn't an AoE. It just, like, hits the target. and
Firebolt's
it's
not
just-
fireball.
Yeah, but you're standing behind me.
Yeah, but I can, like, just angle
You
to
know
the
he
side.
can
and
aim,
just...
right?
Yeah, roll for hit, please.
That was a 23.
Okay, you fire a firebolt out your hand. It strikes the flesh golem, and its sort of flesh crisps up and it falls down to the ground. For reference, it had 1 hit point.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Could've just kicked it.
as the monster falls to the ground, the blue shimmering dome around this battle axe is sort of, you can see that it's no longer there. Its presence is gone. So there's a battle axe in a case.
Well, that was not worth it. Hope you guys like your battle axe.
Okay.
I need
Guys,
to
get
lick
ready
my
for the
wounds.
next one, and I swing at the table again to try and break the glass.
Okay, your axe shatters down into the glass. The glass flies everywhere.
I look everywhere.
It's clearly available to you.
There goes my Sleeping Beauty fantasy.
Okay, so
oh,
what is this
I
axe?
start
Is it
trying
a
to put the
one-handed
glass back
axe,
together.
two-handed axe?
It's pretty similar to the one you're carrying right now.
But better because mine is trash.
It's definitely it's shimmering with magic.
Oh, it's magic. Okay, I'm not interested.
Well, I mean, when I say, it's most just a reference. Most weapons are magical.
Can I go up and cast Identify on it?
You can. You need to roll a check for that.
No, you just spent a spell.
Yep. Okay.
No, I can
Unless
just
it's
do
like
this
super secretly encrypted or some bullshit.
Go ahead.
one. I cast Identify. There's no roll for it.
Okay. Hell. Alright, just give me a second. Yep, okay, so it's a standard battle axe +2.
Okay, then I'm going to give it to Wolfgang.
Battle axe or great axe?
You're giving it to Wolfgang? Are you sure?
To be fair, I only hate him.
Nazim's been kind of a dick to me, so yeah, I'm sure.
So as Luna steps forward to take the axe, you sort of She's got a fair way to walk to it because she was by the door. No, you weren't. You just identified it. You lift up the
Yeah, I
axe.
just, I just identified it.
Okay. Well, go ahead, guys.
Should we go back to see where the corridor goes?
So is this a battle axe or a great axe?
It's a battle axe.
Oh, I look at it, unimpressed, and I just toss it back in the case and walk away.
Okay. Okay, fine. Nazim, do you want this?
Which battle axe was it?
James, you need to mute yourself.
I like bouncy balls.
Yeah, I did too. I go into the bathroom, just bounce them in the tub.
So,
Josh
You
said
should
something.
mute yourself.
No.
It was well, we were bouncing around hard as shit.
James, you muted the wrong
Apologies,
thing.
guys. No, I muted the microphone on stream.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
just,
fantastic.
didn't have anything for you
We're
guys.
all panicking.
No, I'm fine. Yeah. So apologies. So Wolfgang's tossed the axe back into the glass case. Would anybody else like to take it up?
Which battle axe is it?
It's a battle axe.
Oh, I said I
+2.
would give it to Nazim then.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're taking it back up and handing it to him, are you?
No, this is mine now.
This doesn't mean I like you. I hope you know that.
Okay. And then I'm gonna draw a smiley face on him and run away.
Okay, can we go see where the other way in the corridor went before we keep going?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to chug some potions or something. I'm pretty beat up.
Okay.
So are all of you headed that way?
I am. I just walk. I don't even listen. I just walk.
Okay. So you're currently at the part where your path turned left. You want to proceed forwards?
Yes.
Okay. As you proceed forwards, you hear a thunderous noise, a sort of large grinding metal sound of metal upon rock, and
That doesn't sound good.
just as you see the beginning of the bend, a humongous iron ball is. Can you fix, please? A humongous iron ball is rolling slowly towards the party, or directly
Alright, so
towards
I'm willing to throw,
Mr. in the
Vivienne.
front, William Hale.
All right. Well, let's just all turn around and run back to the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that, I'm
So
out.
What happens if it blocks the entrance?
I'm sure this is not.
I'm
the
sure
end
we
of it.
can deal with it if
But-
it blocks the entrance.
Can we run away like Scooby-Doo style?
Okay,
Yeah,
I have the perfect solution for this. I pull out my immovable rod, in front of me, and I take two
Nice.
steps back.
Nice.
The
And I
ball,
let the fucking boulder roll right into my
the
rod.
boulder clatters into the rod. There's enough space for you to pass single file on the left hand side, but it's a tight squeeze.
So is there like a slope to this?
It's slightly inclined,
Okay.
sort of, but minimally. Maybe 2 degrees.
So we can still get out, but we can't go back. We can't go down that corridor.
Yeah, you can get that. As I just said, you can probably squeeze past it on the left hand side, but it's a tight squeeze.
Well, that's fine. I'm pretty thin.
Okay.
So I will go up to this boulder and I'm gonna push on it to see if I can move it. How
No.
big is this boulder?
Sort of 6 foot tall and iron.
Yeah, not happy
yeah.
really, is it?
You push it, nothing happens.
See, I don't want to leave my immovable rod here.
It's fair to say that it would continue down the corridor and crash into the door behind
Well,
you.
let's check out that room, and then when we if it's a dead end, or if we find nothing and we come back, when we come back, we can take the rod.
I don't want to leave my rod. What if someone steals it?
Hey, there is no one around.
I look directly at Nazim.
Your
Well,
rod
then
is
let's-
immovable. How's Nazim gonna nick your rod?
And let's just make him go first.
Wow, where's the trust issue?
You tried to throw my friend off a bridge.
You also tried to steal my shit.
Yes, but that's not me being deceiving. That's just me not liking them.
All right, so
Right, screw this.
Stealing is
Daylight's
deceiving
burning.
no matter
Alright.
what you do.
DM question: would you classify me as being attuned to my rod, so I'm the only one who can use it?
Um,
I don't like the way you said that.
it's fair to say that with a little bit of magical understanding, those more magically inclined might be able to work it. Those less magically inclined might struggle.
I also don't think anyone's more attuned to your rod than yourself.
Dude, I attune my rod. I do pull-ups with it.
I heard that about you.
Yeah. So, how would you like to proceed? As you you're looking down the corridor, you can peek around it, and you see the corridor begins to bend to the right. There's enough space to pass by it on the left. Wow.
Okay, well, I squeeze through the gap to keep going through the corridor.
Okay. Is anyone else following?
Well, I chug a potion and he heals for only 4 HP. Wow. Amazing.
Don't we have a bard? Can the bard just not help you out?
Could.
I will offer you one of my potions that you may also drink.
Well, I'll hold on that for now. I'll borrow that if I need it later, if you don't mind.
Did I get?
No, I'm gonna give it to you, so you can add another potion.
Each of
to
you
your
got
story.
2 potions.
Okay, well,
those
thank
two
you.
frontline.
I will chug this potion now.
And Nazim, you're holding 2 potions.
Wait.
I am.
No.
Gives
Both
me
the potions
another
of healing,
7.
Do I need to add this to my inventory?
At some point, but don't worry about it.
Probably.
What's the potion called?
Are we gonna keep
Potion of
moving,
healing.
or do we want to take? Like,
So
a
at the
short
moment,
rest?
William Hale and has progressed through past the iron sphere. Are any of you
Okay,
following?
and is this a big enough gap that more of a bulky individual could get through or no?
It's a tight squeeze.
But do you think I could make
Do
it?
you think you could make it?
I'm quite.
I'm going through. I am.
Wolfgang
I'm
is
hoping my
fairly
rod
bulky.
stays put.
I'm going to attempt to skimmy alongside it and try and get past it.
Okay. It's really tight, but you do manage to just about squeeze through.
Listen, I am a 6'9", 350-pound half orc.
Yeah.
I made it through there.
That's if Wolfgang's making it through, you're all making it through. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm following along as well with them anyway, so I'll
And
just...
I'm following around too.
Okay. The corridor bears round to the right, and at the end of the corridor, you see a sort of solid metal. It looks like it might be a door that raises from the bottom upwards.
How dark is this corridor?
Not particularly. There are wall sconces with burning torches.
Okay. So we can see if there's any traps or anything on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they're well concealed. But I mean, at this point, you're sorry, I haven't moved your character. You're sort of 3 foot away from the door.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the door, see if it's an unlockable door or.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh, that's not good. 0.
You run your hands around it, but you haven't really got a clue what's going on. It's just like it's a metal bit of wall to you.
I'll go. I've done the
You're looking
math.
a bit bewildered.
Can I make an investigation check?
What's your...
Bought a couple of blades.
Alright, at this point, I'm just gonna make sure I move to one side because I'm assuming the corridor's about big enough for 2 people.
3 wide. 3 wide.
Okay, I'm just gonna move to one side of the way then.
Okay. As you run your hands along it, you can see that it's sort of it looks like it's raised up from the other side. Perhaps there is some sort of trigger for this, but certainly in the immediate vicinity, you can't find any trigger at all.
We need to find some kind of lever, button, anything like that.
Do you think we could get through with brute force?
It's a
Probably if
solid
it's a
iron
door.
Okay. At this point.
But I think finding the button's easier.
But do you know where the button is?
No, but we can look.
I can make the button.
Oh.
I mean, what's the chances that because we didn't really check the room? What about if there was a lever in the room we were just in?
That wouldn't make sense.
The room was pretty empty. You could see the bookshelves, and there wasn't much else going on in there.
I mean, there was a table. It could have been under the table.
it's fair to say that if there was a lever in that room, you would have seen it when in the room. It was it's a very sparse room.
Okay, so at this point, what we're doing, we're just like checking the walls and stuff around us, or
Yeah, can I
Okay.
walk around
With-
on the
Are we
wall?
committed to heading this way?
With your investigation check, Luna, it's fair to say that you've identified there are no levers in the immediate vicinity at all.
Okay. It's not around here.
It could be on the other side of the door. Maybe there's another way to get into it. So let's just go back and carry on. And then I walk off back.
Did we try to open the door just by pushing it yet?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
try-
that was what Nazim tried with his 0 investigation and discovered it didn't do anything.
What about trying to force the door with brute force strength? Do we reckon Nazim might be strong enough?
It's fair to say Luna's investigation check has displayed to you that this is a pretty fucking solid metal portal.
No
It's going
chance
to
then.
need to be
Gotcha.
opened from elsewhere.
but I'm a pretty solid half-orc.
You can hit it if you like, but you're more likely to take damage than the
Ooh.
door is.
Can I throw Luna at the door?
Sure.
Fuck's sake.
Make an athletics check.
No,
I will.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I will
Uh,
save
oppose
my
it
friend
anyways.
Luna if it comes down to it. I will not let you throw her at the door.
It's gotta be by
So,
Vivienne.
to confirm,
Both?
William, you've walked back past the boulder.
Yeah,
room. Yep.
I'm not standing around.
So you've gone
staring
back
at
to the
Yep.
to the room where the axe was.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Is
I
anyone
will
joining?
also walk back that way.
Would
And
you like to
while
pick
we
up
are
your rod?
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie some of my rope around my rod.
Mhm.
I'm going to stretch the rope out to the little turny bit in the center.
Yep.
I will deactivate my rod, run the fuck around the corner, and then reel my rod back into me so I don't get smushed by a boulder.
Okay, the boulder rolls and lodges itself sort of firmly up against the wall outside of this door. So you guys have all just entered the room. It's sort of the boulder's sort of here.
I've not entered the room. I've stayed by the door.
Okay, the boulder stops sort of 3 foot short of the door, so you're okay. You've not got far to move, but
No,
It's
no,
fair to
I'm
say you
still
could
by the
squeeze
door
me.
that we investigated.
Yeah, so we've got William Hale is. in
yeah,
the
no,
room at
that's
the
what I'm saying.
table.
Like the two of
I'm
you
at
who are
the
in the
entrance.
room. The two of you,
The rest of
so
them are-
yeah, William and Wolfgang I'm talking about are here. Yes, I know there's 3 of you back here.
Finally, some alone
no,
time.
No, I wasn't with William. I was by the entrance near the
Yeah.
drawbridge.
You're just out. Oh, you're here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I.
Where did
went
you go?
back.
Oh, you went this way. Sorry, I
Yes.
misunderstood. Right, okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
absolutely
I was
fine.
getting out of the way of
Um,
the boulder.
Sorry, by next week you'll have individual counters, but yes, for now, okay, so Wolfgang is in the entranceway, 3 of you have just heard the boulder roll, and William, you are in the room, and as you look back, you can see the boulder, sort of stopped.
Am I trapped in the room?
Sorry.
No, the same 3 foot gap is still available.
Oh man.
The doorway is the same width as the hallway.
I'm gonna go over to
No,
the room that
the
William
rock
is in,
hasn't reached the doorway. That's what I said, it's sort of 3 or 4 foot away from it.
and I'm gonna come into the room and be like, I'm sorry, are you okay? I didn't realize the boulder would go all the way over here.
It's okay. You can make it up for it later.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. You don't need to be scared.
I'm so glad I can't.
I
hear
pull
this.
out my immovable rod and wink at him.
I'm not there.
Hey. Don't worry, we'll be using that for
Right.
sure.
Right, well, daylight's burning. Let's get cracking. I'm gonna move around, slink
Wait,
past the boulder, and
You're joining them in the room.
So I'm assuming we haven't tried the door at the top of this room yet. We
Yeah,
just
Ben
kinda
opened it.
left.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Nazim opened it, and you could see a long corridor ahead of you. The reason the corridor is not visible is because I can't scroll up
Yeah.
there yet.
yeah.
No, it's fine. Just put your camera over the other shit.
Actually, hold on.
See, me for the most part, while I'm on the truck, I'll brush at night and get off.
Oh, for fuck's sake, move. Thank you. That's a awkward image to use.
Used to only brush my teeth on the floor. I was never taught properly.
Sorry, that's a really awkward way of doing things. But yeah, so you've got 2 of you, Luna and Kalefi are still up here. No, sorry,
no,
Luna
I'm
and
in the
Nazim. Luna and Nazim are still up here.
Yeah. I thought
Kalefi,
that.
William, and Wolfgang,
Uh-oh.
you're in
We
the
left
main
them
room.
alone together.
Do you feel
Oh,
safe,
no.
Luna?
Oh no!
Is this when they become best friends?
I'm gonna immediately, after hearing the boulder, I guess, make a loud noise, getting wedged, run over to where the boulder was, because I don't want to be alone in the scene.
Okay.
Ooh.
You dash down the corridor. Nazim, are you following?
No.
You're just going to
Okay,
stay there
so-
by the door.
After
I'm gonna
Luna gets
stay
here, I
before
go,
the door.
Okay.
ooh, I have a great idea. I go back to the other side of the boulder. I pull out an old pair of shoes and an old pair of pants, and I lay them down under the boulder so it looks like I got squished by it, and then I go back and hide on the other side of the boulder.
This is a great idea. Then I'm gonna pull out my paintbrush and pull out some red paint and put the best, to the best of my ability, make it look like there's blood all over it.
Okay.
It's a great idea. Then I'm gonna give Wolfgang a high five.
Oh, hi, Whitefire.
Hey.
How are we commencing?
Well, I am not taking forward point. I've been battered so many times by some motherfuckers in here, so I am
I will
gonna
march
wait
forwards
for people.
happily.
Okay.
My
I'll
sister could
walk-
be at the end of this hallway.
I'll
You're
walk
just
behind.
you're just parading along, yeah?
I will follow in tow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wolfgang, make a dex check, please. Sorry, a dex saving throw.
Easy peasy, my dude. That's a 17. Or no, 18.
Okay, a gout of fire rises up out the floor on the right-hand side as you stride forwards, sort of a third of the way up, you sort of sidestep it briefly. How would you like to proceed?
Okay.
I will reach into my bag. I will get out some stale marshmallows, and I will put a stale marshmallow on like one of the little tips of my axe, and I will hold it out, waiting for the fire to come back so I can toast my marshmallow.
So it's a very brief gout of fire you've dodged. You've got a nice toasted marshmallow, and you are now sort of right there. How would you like to proceed?
I would like to make an investigation check. I want to see if there's any more hidden flame traps or like.
Okay.
I do not trust this room.
You're just investigating the immediate area around you, correct?
Yeah,
Are you
and part way
investigating the
down the
length of the
corridor in
corridor?
front of us. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, make a perception check, not an investigation check.
Okay. Right. Yeah. No.
Did you roll?
That's 7.
Okay. It's fair to say that like about 2/3 of the way down the corridor, so about a third further down, you can see sort of a brick on the right-hand side, sort of outwards, if you like. Apart from that, you can't see anything else.
Right. Okay.
Would you like to do anything?
I am still a little bit beat up, so I am cautious as fuck. I am not gonna be taking risks, so I will wait.
Caution is too big of a word for me, so I just proceed anyway.
Okay. As you reach the brick on the right-hand side, would you like to make a dexterity check, please? A dexterity saving throw, sorry.
Ooh, can I prep it by getting more marshmallows out? That's another 18.
It's an 18.
Yeah,
Sort of a green dart sort of flies out into your leg. You take.
Please say all of it out.
Why is this not working? You take 1 point of damage. You can see a door straight up ahead of you.
I
So
look down at the dart and I go, I don't think I want to eat those marshmallows.
Is the fire still going, or is it?
No,
stopped?
it was a very brief count.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so we're all still following.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
As you see
Are
the
you still
door.
doing up in front? Or are
Um,
we at a door now?
I'm in the front.
Yep. As you see the door, you can hear an awful screaming noise, sort of going on behind it that then fades out,
Vivienne? And I just
and
like
then a
open,
cackling.
rattle at the door.
Okay. Yep. The door swings wide open. There are 2 sort of hags dead on the floor, and an elven warrior who's sitting high up on a shelving unit on the right greets you, and says, "Good afternoon. Took
Good
your
morning.
time, didn't you? You have an adventurer called Nazim with you anywhere?"
Who
I
wants to know?
like,
He's here, but he's not here.
I'm
Would you like
looking
to explain
around
further?
trying to.
It's not one of those.
Oh, I think he was over there playing with a boulder or something. I don't know. Last I saw, he was like trying to kick a door.
Oh, the boulder didn't get any of you, did it?
No,
Oh, okay.
it scuffed my rod a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, there was a pressure plate on the floor. You should have stepped over it.
Who are you?
My name is. What is my name? Really sorry. Hold on a second. I've lost it. I've
Toby.
absolutely lost it.
Oof.
Really sorry. My name's Hadvar Lucan. The Lady Illustrial sent me over to give you a hand.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I know Nazim. Well, we go back. We were in the Orc Wars together.
Orc Wars?
Yeah, down in Mulhorand. We fought on the borders. She mentioned he'd be here. I thought you guys would be ahead of me, but I left sort of an hour or two after she enabled your transport. She gave me transport from Silvery Moon, and I thought you'd already be in, but it seems that
you must be very swift, my friend.
He's been too busy trying to throw me off bridges.
you did take a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
we had
that's
to take time to attune some items, so
Oh, understandable. The Illustrial gave you her gifts, did she? So
Yeah.
if I'm correct,
Yeah,
you must be William Hale. Is that correct? Magician of some sort. Is that correct?
Me? No.
No,
that's the other guy.
William Hale. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Who's the brother?
Ooh, me.
That's you? Oh,
Yes,
okay, yeah, she said
me.
something about you being a
Wolfgang.
bit basic. And which one of you is Luna? You're the small one, right?
Yes.
Ah, greetings. So what do you know about the tower?
What do you know about
It's
the
the tower.
So this
And
tower
it's trying to kill us.
it seems to be one of Vala's right-hand men. The blackest of sorcerers and necromancer. I hear he's powerful.
How do you know that?
The Illustrial had done some further research since you arrived. I've had a little bit of sneak around as well. I'm hoping to get my hands on his grimoire. She'll fetch an excellent gold.
I thought she was too busy to keep helping.
No, she was. She had to return to the Silvery Moon, but that's where I live.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Why do you want his grimoire?
For money. Excellent money.
Just so you know, meanwhile, while this is happening, I'm walking past the boulder at this point.
Okay.
There's no way you're getting that grimoire and selling it.
Why?
Because you're not.
Are you? Do you think he's lying?
No, I'm telling him.
Oh, okay, right. You want it for yourself, do you?
Yeah, I do.
What?
Ah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will. I flash him a wink.
Okay.
So, 3 people that want this grimoire, huh? This is
Yeah.
going to be interesting.
Yeah, we
So at this
will.
point, Nazim is headed into the room. Let's crop up here. Just bear me a sec.
Just I walk fast.
It's not a long walk. I need to put this somewhere. Over there. Sorry, this is a nightmare to manage. Going in. So you're now in a sort of square room here. Oh, you didn't see any of that. And yeah, in front of you are the sort of the what do you call them? The dead hags on the floor. And you see some doors. There's a door to your right. There's a door straight ahead and a door to the left. And sort of in the middle of your conversation with this gentleman, Volskar, you hear a name being called. You hear your name being called with a sort of ethereal female voice. It seems to be coming from the room to the right. Sort of
I
very
immediately
faintly.
go to the room to the right and rattle, and the
Door
door.
swings wide open.
Vivienne,
You
are
enter
you
a
in
room.
here?
You enter a room lined with bookshelves, and a spectre appears. Sort of an ethereal form of Vivienne appears in front of you. She
Sister!
says, Wolfgang, they've taken my soul.
Oh, that's not good.
It should be hidden in a phylactery somewhere.
Do they have red hair?
Who have red hair?
The soul takers. I heard they have red hair.
Oh no,
And
Valor is
freckles.
the Lich King was the Witch King was here. He's so powerful, he overwhelmed me with just a gaze and a word. He said to the other guy that he was leaving. I've no idea how long he's been gone or if he plans to return. But I've been able to sort of reach out across the dungeon. I should be able to come with you some of the way. Maybe
We're halfway
we can
there.
maybe we can find this gem. If you can find this gem, you can bring it to my body. I can be whole again.
I immediately look through my bag for random gems, which I probably don't have any of, but I'm going to look anyway.
Okay, so who are the two dead things on the floor in the room?
Two dead sort of hags. They're corpses. The Elven warriors clearly slain them.
Okay, but do they have any items on them?
No, they're just rags on the floor.
It doesn't matter. Do they sell for anything?
No, they're just.
Oh, then I'm
acid
not
rags.
interested. Let's move on.
Okay. So Vivienne is present with you, in the most ethereal of forms, and you sort of Wolfgang, you take a step back, and you're sort of reassured that he's with you, and that will be as far as we get today.
I found my sister, almost.
Let's keep going.
You found half, or
Unfortunately, time is
I found
limited,
the
of
half
course.
that can talk to me.
Well,
and keep me company.
in the progress of seeking Vivienne, you have seek and found a Vivienne. Perhaps we will see more of her next week.
All right, roll credits.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks very much, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I would like to, in the future, we're going to be allowing you guys to vote on the MVP of the day. But I would like to throw out an MVP for the immovable rod.
Yep.
That protected
Easily.
you from the
Every
protected you all from the boulder. There was more fighting this week than there would normally be, mostly because you decided to just set off the trap and storm across the bridge. So
Oh, yeah.
you know, you
How else
chose
are we
to
gonna do it?
encounter as much fighting as possible, which I'm quite pleased about. For those of you who are watching and are following the map counters, there will be individual counters next week. Unfortunately, I've been a little bit tight for time this week, and I haven't been able to set up the Discord overlay completely, which is why you see me sort of hesitating with the map in stages. We will be able to see more of the map, and it will be a bit smoother come next week. But thank you so much, guys, for coming and playing. We will be streaming from 3 p.m. GMT or 10 a.m. EST each week on a Sunday, continuing the campaign. The campaign will roll in chapters. These will last between 5 and 7 weeks at my guess. It depends how long it takes the party to proceed. And in between each episode or chapter, we will be doing a one-shot. So after each 5 to 7 weeks, we'll do a one-shot with either some of the group, all of the group, part of the group. These will be... Some of them will be set in the same world. In fact, most of them will be set in the same world, but they will not be involving these characters. I personally really enjoyed this. I think you've all got lovely fleshed out characters. I hope the overlay is working well for most of you. I think it's fair to say that in this bookshelf-lined room with the Spectre of Vivienne, you will all be taking a bit of a break with your newfound elven protector. So if you want to have a long rest in the process while we're gone, that would be lovely. And
Get a long rest.
Take
yeah,
long
I think it's fair to
You
say
do
that
that.
in this, you know, you've all come through a bit of a battered, bruised fight. Vivienne is now with you. It was her that was the source of the blue light originally. So
okay.
she may be able to do the same again. Unfortunately, Heather couldn't be present today at this particular time, I don't think, or at least her cam was off, which is one of the main reasons we're ending
She's
it.
not here.
Yeah, I didn't think she was here, which is why I had to play her part. She will be playing her own part in the rest of the campaign in her ethereal form. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you so much. I don't seem to have any notifications whatsoever, so I can't honestly thank anyone. I know Heather gifted a sub. Let me see if I can bring this up.
Yeah, she also did one of the duck reward things earlier, and I'm not sure if it actually
Yeah,
went
nothing
through or not.
worked. I think it's when my Chrome crashed. We sort of
Okay.
lost everything. Don't even have notifications on my Streamlabs. So yeah,
That's bizarre.
I also got a follower from Midday. Thank you very much for the follow. And was also gifted a sub. So welcome to the Quack Pack. Please don't eat too much of the Bond Life. Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, share some breadcrumbs with the rest of us.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. That'll be the end for us. So if you'd like to say goodbye, fellow players.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
bye.
Later.
Laters.